Hello everyone from Italy, and today will be a video from a very well-known Italian city, Rimini, which is located on the sea. I arrived to a very small airport here. It is Bologna Forlì, which is located half of an hour from Rimini by train. And to be honest, I came not to the sea, but I will be going to Parma. But today I have a free day, so I want also to visit this beautiful Italian city. And in the evening I will be going to the Parma. It is my first time when I arrived to the Forlì airport. I think it's one of the smallest airports that I ever used. And I also had my first flight from Katowice airport in Poland. And to be honest, I like it, because yes, the airports are quite small, but they are comfortable. Yeah, it was a night flight, so almost all the time of the flight I just slept, and I woke up just because the plane landed. And of course, I heard a little bit cringy fanfares of Ryanair. Nevertheless, the flight was quite good. And when I exited the airport, some persons, they decided to take a taxi. Someone waiting for a bus right now. But there are also several persons that decided to do like me. It's like 1 hour walk to the train station. It is 7:30 in the morning, so I decided to take this walk, and I'm happy that I chose this option, because the views of Forlì are just beautiful, with this amazing trees and also with pretty houses. It is a warm and calm outside here. It was one train that I possibly could catch, but I needed to run, and there was no guarantee that I will be on time. So I decided to walk slowly, and when I will be on a train station, it should be like 1 hour of waiting till the next train to Rimini. And now I have plenty of time to walk in Forlì. And I can say once again that Italians are really so good in designing, so good in creation of awesome views. I don't think that it's an expensive property or some good part of the city, because it's near the airport, and the airport looked like an old airport, so I think that it is here for years and years. But even here I found so many beautiful buildings, beautiful greenery here, and also the smells, because now it's a time for spring flowers too. Plenty of things are so contrast with the things that are common in Poland. Here it's only Sunday's morning, but even now I can feel how calm and cozy is this country. completely different vibe and speed of life. And also I mentioned the difference in bikers, because I already saw a lot of bikers here, and a lot of them were pretty old. They just use their bike to go, I don't know, maybe to a local shop or maybe to their friends. Usually they are going without any special clothes, and it looks so warm and cozy here. It is just great that I have some time to spend it in Forlì too, and I found a beautiful garden, city garden in the center of the city. It is a garden for some locals, I'm sure about it. And to be honest, nothing special in this park. Yes, some running zones. It is a small park. You can train or maybe sit near the table. But it's just green and looks very cozy here. So I decided to make a stop here and to eat my sandwiches. To be honest, these sandwiches are from Bielska Biała, from my previous trip that ended yesterday, and a previous video on the channel is from Bielska Biała, very nice city on the south of Poland too, so you can watch about it. I just want to catch a moment here in Forlì, this beautiful morning. I also saw one funny local scene when a guy, a man, I think nearly 50 years old, he was walking with his dog, and when his dog ran from him, he stopped, said something to this dog, but after 20 seconds or something like that, he began to run really fast because I think he understood that if he will not run now, he will be running all the day and trying to find this dog. And when I then found this couple, this man and the dog, he was talking to his dog so emotionally. He was explaining that they need to go to another part of this park or maybe to another part of the city, and this communication was just insane. It was so interesting to look on it. It was just so Italian, and I liked this scene so much. And when I landed in Forlì, in this airport, after I exited it, I was one of the first persons from my plane, and only a couple another guys, they also walked to the city or maybe to the railway station too. But I was walking slowly because I filmed something and also just enjoyed my moment. And I can say that almost half of the plane already passed through me. And yeah, I'm without any big bags here in this trip, but some of people, they were with kids, with a lot of luggage, and of course, first they wanted to wait for some bus, but I think that here in small cities of Italy, it's not the best decision to wait for a public transport on Sunday in the morning.
You're some kind of butterfly. Baby, you give me midnight. You whip up my appetite. Don't leave me here high and dry. Baby, you give me ice and fire. You're channeling wind and rain. You're some kind
it was a lot of time, but at some moment I also needed to be in a hurry, because now it's only 10 or 12 minutes before the train. I already bought my ticket, already validated it, and it costs 5.20 euro to Rimini, and it will take a little bit more than half of an hour. So now we're going to the sea. So I already arrived to Rimini. It took me half of an hour, and the thought to come to the sea on a warm Sunday day came not only to my head, but also to the head of plenty of other people. So it was almost the full train. Occasionally I found one place for myself and even managed to charge my phone a little bit. But anyway, here I am, and from the first step it is a completely different vibe of a tourist city. And I wanted to come here also because I once was here. At that time I was only 7 years old. I came here with my parents, and I'm not sure that I will find a lot of places that I remember, but anyway, it will be interesting to see that city once again, and who knows, maybe there will be something that I will remember. As I found from the map, you can go to two different directions from the railway station. The first direction will be closer to the sea, and the second one will be to the historical city center. But I will definitely start from the sea. But maybe if I will have some time, my train will be something like in 5 hours. So if it will be enough time, I will also try to visit a historical part of the city too. After some time, I mentioned that I'm going to a wrong direction, not to the sea, but away from it. So I decided to visit historical park first. Okay, I will spend a couple of hours here, and at the end we'll go to the sea and we'll walk there. And I can say that first couple of minutes it was really hard to understand that I'm going not to the sea, because almost all of the buildings are some hotels or some apartments or some shops for tourists. And in comparison with Forlì, almost everything is open here. You can find not only cafe or restaurant, but also some shop, product shop, and some clothes too. And everything is full of life already, and it looks like the season is starting right now. I decided to walk quite far away from the sea, and I passed through the city center, the main square of Rimini, and now I am just going and going, and to be honest, I don't even want to stop because there are a lot of changes that I can see, almost the same buildings, but it's not hotels, it is local buildings now. Not a lot of people, mostly locals, are going here, and it looks even better because you don't have some tourist vibe, which is quite similar in any city, as it was, for example, in Rimini, in the city center. Yeah, of course, not a lot of places are already opened. They are starting to work much later, but in some way it's even better. And I can say that I definitely want to come back here for a couple of days, maybe for even 5 days, somewhere in the future. And I would prefer to stay here, more far away from the sea, where you can live some days that are closer to Italian style days, but not an international tourist days. I also wanted to drink some cup of coffee today because Italian coffee it's a beautiful match. But also I need to start my day with coffee. Without it, it will be something uncommon for me. And I didn't want to go to some tourist place or some McDonald's or something like that. I wanted to find something local, some local cafe here in Italy. In Rimini, and I was walking, and saw one interesting place. To be honest, I don't remember the name of it, but I will add the site of this place. I was the only foreigner here, and I think it's a very rare situation if someone non-Italian will come here. In my opinion, there are a lot of locals, not even Italian tourists, a lot of older guys, and also some sportsmen, cyclists that are coming here to grab a coffee. But to be honest, not only coffee, a lot of persons are already drinking some glass of wine or glass of beer. It is quite early right now, it's like 12 o'clock. And a lot of people are already drinking, eating some snacks here, and it looks really warm here. So I can say that especially such places in Italy, they make you feel better, and that's why you want to come here again and again to touch this Italian vibe of life. And the prices in this place was quite reasonable. I paid only 2.9 euro for cappuccino and croissant. I think that in the center of Rimini, I can pay something like 10 euro for such combination. But here all is on good level and also affordable. Yes, in the morning this road was a little bit easier. Now it's getting warmer and warmer, and I also need to grab some clothes in my hands, because when I was living in Poland it was like 8 degrees, and it was quite cold in the morning. Even here it wasn't too hot in Italy, but now of course it is just an additional weight in my hands. Anyway, I almost came to the sea. I chose a different way back to this part of the city, and it is near the river with some boats, with some bridges. Some of them I think are from a Roman period. And to be honest, when you are going to the sea, like here in Rimini, of course it's not the main thing. If you can find some sites, ancient sites or medieval sites, but they also add some charm to this place. And I really like here in Rimini that you have a very big, pleasant area to walk with a little bit different but same vibes. And I think that here you can easily spend even a week without being bored. By the way, right now in Italy is going Giro. It is a cycling race, one of the most popular, most known and most prestigious cycling races in the world, with a huge heritage, with a history. And even in some small things, you can feel that this cycling race is going in the country, because sometimes you can see photos in newspapers, sometimes just a pink jersey of a general classification leader can be somewhere in the window or somewhere else. And now is the last day of first week of this 3-week cycling race. And if I'm not mistaken, the next week will be one of the stages exactly here in Rimini. It will start in another city, but very close to it, and it will be passing through the city. And usually this race also comes to Rimini and to this region at all, because it's a flat region, and some sprint stages can be here. And for me it is an additional pleasure to know that soon on the streets the best cyclist of the world will compete for a victory. To be honest, I don't know the exact road where it will be, but it will be somewhere near the sea, and it is also a beautiful Italian heritage. So at last I came to the sea, to the beaches. I can see that not too much people here yet. Some of them already swimming in the sea. The weather is just beautiful today, but it's not in my plans to be in the sea today. Anyway, beautiful beach, beautiful weather, a lot of free space on the beaches, because when I was in the bar, in the cafe, I also saw some articles in local newspapers, and there were some articles about new seasons, that there will be a lot of tourists, and some photos from last seasons, the photos with masses of people. I don't know if it was shot in that way or it is a real problem here. Anyway, it's not about May. Now it's the middle of the May, and you can find a lot of free space, and it's a beautiful time to be here. And if you are not afraid from a cold water, I'm not sure that it's even too cold right now. I think it could be like 16, 18, maybe even 20 degrees. Maybe I will find somewhere the actual temperature. So if you don't need too warm water temperature, it could be a time for you, because I can see that there are several persons that are swimming right now in the sea. So it was my small trip to Rimini. I am really happy that I managed to do it. Now I'm going to Parma, where I will stay for several days. I can say that I really liked Rimini. It is a great city. Especially I liked the part of the city that is more far away from the sea. The sea itself and this district, this part of Rimini, is nice too, but maybe not my vibe here. Anyway, it was a really good day, and now I'm going to my train to Parma, but it will be in next video.